Hey, good morning. This is Coach Bill with Weight Loss Made Easy. Hope everybody's having a great Thursday so far. Finally got a little break in the heat here in the Temecula Valley, California area, which these two old bodies, my wife and I, are kind of enjoying that. We need a little break from that heat. So today, guys, topic is a question that has come up in the past. People coming up to us in the gym or messaging me want to know, okay, hey, what pre and post workout drink do you guys take? Well, obviously those of you guys that have been following me for a while on my YouTube channel or my Facebook understand that we don't have anything before we work out. We always work out in a fasted state. And we don't have anything for at least an hour and a half or two after we're done training. You can go to my Facebook, you can go to my YouTube channel, type in Bill Mabry, subscribe to it, hit that bell, and you'll get the new videos like you see today. Also go to my you can go to my Facebook page, put in Bill Mabry and friend me if you want to see more of these, because I post these on live Facebook. Obviously, I'm on live Facebook. So anyway, guys, so let's get back to this. Now, there's a big, huge reason why Emily and I don't do a pre or post workout meal. Furthermore, a lot of the health professionals don't realize that when you really do the research on those recovery drinks, pre and post, they really are acidic to the body and they're full of contaminants. So that's obviously not going to work, especially after you're done training, because when you're training hard or you're running or you're doing some kind of aerobic or cardio, you're putting your body under a lot of stress, which is raising your cortisol level, which is also producing metabolic waste that your body needs to push out. And that's why most of you guys get sore. I mean, we don't get sore. Those of us that are drinking hydrogen-rich water as our recovery drink, it's the water and the sea salt, we don't get sore because we're constantly flushing out the metabolic waste that we're producing when we're exercising. So we're actually flushing out what is causing damage to the muscle to make you sore. So that's why we don't get sore. But what happens is, guys, is that the reason why, and it's even more interesting now as I'm researching more and more about this, and as more and more research comes out about athletes that are actually working out in a fasted state, science is now showing with multiple case studies that if you work out in a fasted state, you're going to increase hormones that are going to actually produce growth hormones, like your growth hormones and other hormones that are used to add lean muscle. And so what I've learned, and because now that we've done so much research over the years, and both of us have gotten very interested in cellular biology, we actually understand the physiology of the cell and how it works, especially the mitochondria, when it comes to recovery and giving us the energy to work through our workout. Also, we understand how important hydrogen-rich water is for the mitochondria while we're working out, so that we can work out and have plenty of energy to finish it. But what's really amazing about this whole thing, and why we no longer and will not ever do a pre and post workout, which most of the health professionals aren't really looking into this and researching this to tell their clients, is that we understand how important hormones are to our results, not only in the fat burning department, but also adding the lean muscle. And so what I'm talking about is basically growth hormones. I mean, science is already telling us that by working out in a fasted state, it elevates men's growth hormones by 2,000%. Science is always also telling us that it's elevating women's growth hormones 1,300%. So obviously there's some research out there, because more and more athletes are now seeing how beneficial their performance is, how much better their performance is on an empty stomach when they train, either training with weights or doing some kind of anaerobic aerobic or running or marathons and stuff. So they're seeing the results from all this, because your body, when it goes into when you're exercising, it's escalating the growth hormone. See, when you wake up in the morning, your growth hormone's up. When you go to bed, when you get close to bedtime, it goes up. But see, what happens to most of the public out there that are doing this, they don't realize that by being in a fasted state, when you're training hard, and by not giving yourself any kind of calories or pre-drink, then what's happening is that it's keeping your growth hormone up high. Most all of you that are eating every 2 hours or every 3 hours or 3 to 4 meals a day, your growth hormones is going to be up and down, okay? But what happens is, during a fasting state, and plus Emily and I are very well, we are deep into fat adaptation, so that really helps us with our growth hormones, and of course premature aging, because our growth hormones. But when you're in a fasted state and you're training, your growth hormone is way up here, and it's going to stay up high the whole time. Soon as you have a meal, boom, that growth hormone just drops. And actually, as soon as you have a meal, you'll be thrown out of nutritional ketosis or nutritional autophagy also, because that meal is, especially with those supplement pre-drinks, pre-recovery drinks or post-recovery drinks, those are so full of crap and so full of processed sugar and stuff, it's going to spike your insulin like crazy. Now, you guys who might have who follow me may have seen my video last week where I talked about cortisol when you're exercising, how high it is. It's above a certain level. The cortisol we have to have it. Cortisol is actually able to help you burn fat when it's in the right environment. So I explained that in my video. What the problem is that when you're training and you're exercising, it's stress on the body. Cortisol is going to be way up high. But if you're on an empty stomach, that's when cortisol plays a huge part in helping to burn that body fat. Problem is that you guys that are drinking these pre and post recovery drinks, it's a massive amount of sugars in them and processed whatever, and it's going to cause your insulin to spike. That video I did last week talked about how high cortisol and high insulin, because of carbohydrates and sugar, right after you're done training, is going to cause you to store fat. I mean, you can go back to my YouTube channel and check all that out. But the biggest reason why Emily and I do not do post or pre or post recovery drinks, because we're looking to keep our growth hormones up high, along with other lead muscle mass hormones for the longest period of time. And we understand that because we are fat adapted, that our body is initially burning fat as its primary fuel. So what fat we do have stored up, the body's using that anyway. And then what we're doing is we're waiting an hour after we're done training before we have our first meal. We break our fast with bone broth because it's so beneficial that we break it with bone broth, and it gets our gut ready for solid food. But the longer we don't eat post-workout, we're still elevating our growth hormones and our other hormones that help with lean muscle. And we're also helping to detoxify using the body's natural ability, which is autophagy, to detoxify the metabolic waste or what other environmental toxins we have in our cells and in our mitochondria. You guys can go back to my YouTube channel. I talk a lot about the mitochondria. And we're going to flush out the toxicity out of that also. And that also helps us with, obviously old people like to do premature aging. That helps with all that. Growth hormone is up high. The longer it's up high, the more you're reversing aging or slowing down premature aging. That's the bottom line. So guys, that kind of gives you an idea of why Emily and I will never do pre and post recovery drinks, because most 90, probably 8% of them are causing your body to be very acidic, and that's going to cause you to actually sabotage what you're looking to do, especially if you're looking to add lean muscle. If you just research this, look at the science on my YouTube channel. I mean, I do these YouTube videos. Most of the time there's science backing on all of them, but there's some really good long case studies with humans and athletes, soccer, I mean all kinds of them, where they've actually proved that by not having a pre-drink before you lift, you're actually going to spike your growth hormones, which is going to get you the results you're looking for. Okay, guys? So, guys, like I said, you can go to my YouTube channel, type in Bill Mabry, subscribe to it, hit that bell for more videos like this one. You can actually, you can also message me if you're looking to, if you're struggling and having a hard time losing that belly fat. I've done a couple of videos on insulin and cortisol. By combining them together, that's most likely causing your belly fat, and that's most likely causing you to have a hard time getting that belly fat off. If you go to my, I'll send you the information on why hiring a coach will help you from guessing and making the mistakes that I made in the past. It'll get you to your results a lot faster. Guys, have a great Thursday, and we will see you guys next time around. Have a good one. Bye.